this is Debra with Well World TV, and I am with another amazing Debra Tendrich here with Eat Better, Live Better. And that is a charity and focused on really helping kids stay well and eat well and make good choices in public schools down here in South Florida. So tell everybody a little bit about who you are and what drives you to make this happen.
So my name is Debra Tendrich. I founded Eat Better, Live Better back in 2016 because I lost 70 pounds in 2013 and reversed my daughter's medical conditions.
That's awesome.
With just food. Thank you. So I started talking to kids in schools for about 20 minutes here or there, during career days. But you don't make permanent change with a 20-minute talk with some children. Yeah. So I developed a curriculum that is implemented in aftercare and summer camp programs that teach kids how to read nutrition labels, identify healthy and unhealthy foods, create better associations between foods and feelings, and make healthy foods familiar to them. A lot of these kids that we work with have never tried a real strawberry, only strawberry flavoring.
Wow.
So once we found that out, we started bringing in these fresh fruits and vegetables, and now they realize it tastes good, so when they're exposed to it, they will choose it.
Yeah.
And we also deliver healthy groceries to families in need. So since the pandemic, we've done over 250,000 pounds of healthy groceries directly to the doorsteps of families, including the non-perishables like oatmeal and peanut butter, but also fresh produce. And we gave every family a nutrition guide, a family activities calendar, so the kids can have something healthy to do with the food or fitness every single day of the week. And we also are starting these 24/7 access community pantries with clean water stations and kids books that the parents can come and get. It's going to be amazing. I'm very excited about the launch of that as well.
So I have a little grandson who I'm fortunate enough that he loves broccoli, but he is definitely drawn to processed food. So what do you do to help inspire a young child to make good choices?
Well, part is to educate them to not pay attention to the marketing on TV and things like that. The toy with the Happy Meal is one of the worst things you can do. A lot of people reward with food. So, rewarding a toy with an unhealthy meal is terrible. So you want to, reward with healthy foods or activities. So you don't want to reward with, oh, you did so good today, let's go get ice cream. Oh, you want to do that? Okay, pizza afterwards, come on, which a lot of parents do. So don't use food as a reward. You want to definitely use activities or events or stickers, things like that, that will make the child want to be healthier. You also want to include the child in making these healthier foods. Take them to the grocery store with you and let them pick out a vegetable they want to make, and don't just make it in one way. Do a tasting. If you get broccoli, you say you like broccoli, make it steamed, make it grilled, make it
dip it.
So there's all these different ways because you never know which way the child is going to actually take in the food.
I love what you said about rewarding with an activity, because my grandson just had his little 3-year-old birthday. He has all these toys that everybody bought him. What do you think he runs around playing with? A balloon.
Yeah.
Like the whole time for 1 hour he plays with a balloon. So it's almost the same sort of thing. Don't give him a candy bar when he uses the potty.
Exactly.
Give him a balloon.
Yeah, and it's very easy. You also have to lead by example. You can't expect your child to eat a salad while you're eating a slice of pizza or hamburger. So you do have to lead by example and start young. If not, and you're doing a change, you have to do the change as a family. You can't have one family member, being very unhealthy around, because that's what kids gravitate to. And avoid anything with a cartoon on it. Most of the unhealthy things have cartoon characters to promote the kids to want it.
Marketing geniuses.
Yeah.
I mean, they know how to start young.
Yeah. There's so many different things you can really do. Find out the kids, the child's favorite food and learn how to make it in a healthier way.
Yeah. Well, one of the things I did for Emerson is, everybody loves ice cream, right? So I literally will keep a whole supply of frozen bananas in my freezer. I have one of those hand immersion blenders, so sometimes it's a cinnamon banana or a little chocolate banana, and it's vegan, plant-based, gluten-free, whatever thing you're on, it works, and he loves it. I mean, like, cup up.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, not to say you have to be perfect all the time, but you should also educate the children early on, like what we do with the kids in schools, how to read nutrition labels. So therefore, if they are in a position where they have 2 bags of chips, the kids we work with are taught to flip them over and pick the healthier of the 2. Because sometimes kids don't have the option in front of them to choose, you know, but now you have to choose between 2 evils and pick the better of the 2. So there's also educating the children how to actually make smarter choices on their own. Choose the apple instead of the applesauce. You know, actually drink water, transition out of water. I know a lot of kids have a problem with drinking juice or sodas. So instead of juice or soda, at first you can say, okay, drink this cup of water. Once you're done with this water, then you can have the juice. But by then, they're not really thirsty, and they won't either drink the second cup or they won't finish the first. And then eventually you start bouncing it out to where you do less and less juice and soda. And that way you're not just ripping it away from them, but you're transitioning them out. Just like if, let's say, just give an example, you have salted peanuts and it's too salty, right? So now you start mixing salted with unsalted peanuts. You get used to that, and every week or so you start taking out the salted, and finally you're fine with the raw unsalted peanuts. So there's ways to do that with, you know, whole grain versus, you know, white bread. You know, we've had kids do one slice whole
white
grain,
bread, whole grain on the bottom.
And then you get used to that flavor, the texture, and eventually you finally transition out, and it's not a big deal. And so there's simple ways that you can do to educate and to retrain, you know, your taste buds. Because I don't know about you, if you stop eating salt or sugar, and then all of a sudden you taste something salty or sugary, it's like way too salty or sugary, and used to be not salty or sugary enough. Right. So your taste buds and your body craves what it doesn't, what it eats the most. So if you switch out of that, you're not going to crave the salty, the sugary, the unhealthy as much.
Well, and I think it's like, you know, what Debra said here is that, you know, it's a gradual sort of process, because you're not probably going to keep your kids off of everything. They're going to see it at school, they're going to see the commercials, they're going to want that stuff. But if you do introduce that good balance of the healthy fruits and vegetables as unprocessed as possible, they taste delicious. Like,
oh yeah,
they
but
taste
don't.
great.
One thing that parents can't do is say, oh, you're gonna have to eat that broccoli or eat that spinach, even though you probably won't like it. No, you have to be excited about it. Like, oh, let's go eat our spinach. I can't wait to have mine. But a lot of kids a lot of parents, a lot of times I've seen them act like it's almost punishment making them eat this stuff. And it's not.
Yeah, exactly. And I've done enough food plans that literally once you go off the process and you start to remove the salts and sugars, fruits and vegetables taste amazing. I had just a plain sweet potato the other day and I was like, oh my god, this is like the best thing ever.
Yeah, this flavor. Natural flavor.
Well, I love what you said about reading labels, and one of my philosophies, because if I can't read it, I know I probably shouldn't be eating it. So I'm always a big fan of less ingredients better, and if you can't read it, maybe you shouldn't be eating it.
Oh, Debra, you should work with us.
I'm on board with that. So tell us about your partnership with the Eco Trail Trekker. You're one of the featured charities for the next year's event.
So next year, in January 2022, there's going to be an Eco Trail Trekker event in Boca, and we were selected and chosen to be one of the choice charities. We definitely need the support. You know, the more funds we raise, the better, because we're serving so many families and children, and even seniors right now during the pandemic. So, you know, we definitely need that support, get our name out there, get as much support, but also get people to support an event that's community-based, outdoors, fitness-oriented, you can do with your children and family. We love to support back, you know, other organizations and groups that are doing these type of events. Because they're important. They're important for socialization. They're important for not just sitting in front of the computer or the phone all day. It gets you out there.
So where can people find Eat Better, Live Better?
Right here, eblb.org. You can go online, find our website, eblb.org. You can also go to our social media handle on Facebook, Eat Better, Live Better. And on Instagram, it's Eat Better, Live Better, INC. You can look for this logo right here, the apple. Some people think it's a tomato. I say it's an apple.
Looks like an apple.
Yeah,
Could be
it's
a
an
tomato.
apple.
It
Yeah.
works.
It's an apple though. And find that logo and you'll see us and follow us. And we need volunteers. We love, volunteers are the heart of our organization. So whether you can commit your time, your money, or even share a social media post, we definitely need all the support out there we can get.
Perfect. Well, from Debra and Debra, we are signing out here from the Eco Trail Trekker event. Join us next year, 2022.